You're watching Wish TV, News 8 at 11 with Phil Sanchez.
Welcome back. A tribute to legendary Indianapolis broadcaster Amos Brown. That's the goal of a fundraiser to establish a scholarship in his name. And joining us now for our Unfiltered segment tonight, Amos's sister, Oveda Brown, and his granddaughter, Aar-Yana Willis, joining us for our Unfiltered conversation. Ladies, good to see you. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having us. It's a pleasure to be here.
Yes. So this scholarship, long time in the making, Oveda.
I wouldn't say long time. It was kind of like an impromptu moment from my adorable niece over here. She calls me up and she's like, hey, let's do something in Papa's name and memory. And I'm a glutton for punishment and like to take on different projects. I'm like, sure, because I can't say no to this one. And so she's really kind of like the impetus behind it in terms of, you know, getting us started on this path.
Well, I'll tell you what, Aar-Yana, I knew your grandfather pretty well, you know, working alongside him for a number of years. He was a fantastic, amazing man. I can't believe we were talking off camera. It's been 9 years ago since he passed away, unfortunately. Why did you want to establish this? Why did you think that this was a good thing?
So my goal was to make sure his legacy lived on and giving other people like myself and younger the opportunity to learn from him and also be able to, you know, succeed in the passions that they have for education.
Okay, so yeah, go ahead. I didn't mean to.
No, you're okay. So we're focusing mainly on graduating high school seniors who want to become community advocates in their community and be able to embody the values of scholarships, excellence, and leadership. So I think that this scholarship will help them, you know, in college as they go on with their passions and just be able to be successful, similar to what he did.
I was just about to say, what you described is Amos Brown in a nutshell. He was a fantastic man. So obviously there's a lot of work that needs to be done when you establish something like this, right? So tell me, how did you get the funds? What was the background, the story behind it?
Well, we're really at the beginning right now.
Yeah.
We're just starting to raise funds. It's a matter of, you know, we established a fund through a local philanthropic organization that's going to manage the funds for us. And so that's why we're having the fundraiser tonight. Our goal is a minimum of $25,000 to start the fund, and then we're hoping for it to grow as we move towards our goal to give out the scholarship in spring of 2025 for someone who's matriculating in fall of 2025.
Okay, so for folks out there who maybe want their child or know somebody who wants to possibly be a candidate, how can they get involved and how can they get information?
It's a matter of going to amoscbrown.com, which is our new website that really is going to chronicle Amos and chronicle some of the things that we're doing, as also is checking the CICF page for the scholarship to be listed, because that's where the scholarship is through CICF. So that's really, you know, just kind of keep posted. We're going to do an aggressive social media campaign to local area high school graduating seniors starting in the fall, just to really kind of like let them know when applications are open, so we know when they can start to apply, and just kind of keep listening. We're going to do a few other things out in the community to get the word out to raise funds. So we're really going to be out there because, as Aar-Yana said, the goal is to educate the next generation about Amos and the wonderful things that he did, because he really was groundbreaking, trailblazer, even back from his collegiate days. He was a leader at his university in Evanston, where he excelled in student government and, of course, radio and a lot of different things that were going on back in the late 60s, early 70s. So he really was groundbreaking.
Pioneer, I would say.
Pioneering,
Absolutely, no doubt.
He was definitely pioneering, and even so much here in this market. You know, we have to think about when he came to Indianapolis. It was April 1975. So let's just think about the landscape of the town back in 75. You know, it was, I think it was before Unigov. It definitely was before. He was here when a certain team came here in the middle of the night to live in a dome. A lot of things happened while Amos was here in the Indianapolis community over the 40 years that he served in Indianapolis, and we really want to encourage others to chart their own path, but maybe chart a similar path.
And you're honoring several broadcasters, including our owner, DeJuan McCoy, here at this event as well.
Yes, you know, in terms of DeJuan, he's such a visionary in the industry. There are not a lot of Black-owned media properties, especially Black-owned television stations, and he embodies a lot of Amos's qualities in terms of being a pioneer, being a person who's going to speak up for what's right, and really advocating for people. DeJuan is just like the epitome of a phenomenal broadcaster, great entrepreneur, and the fact that he's from Indianapolis and came home and bought a legendary station like Channel 8.
That's right. That's right. Aar-Yana, I have 30 seconds left. For people out there who maybe aren't familiar with your grandfather, what do you want them to know?
I want them to know that my grandfather Amos was a community leader, but he was for the people. He worked tirelessly to make sure the underserved had the information that they needed to be able to be successful in life. And he loved all. Everybody, if you could support us, we really appreciate it. And thank you for having us today.
Thank you for being here. We miss him. Thank you. Okay. Ashley, on over to you.